Oh, how's it going, YouTube? Matter Cubed here. I just thought I'd give you guys a little brief of what I do and what I want to do. So, I'm actually in my father's barn here. It's just a pretty standard little pole barn. Mostly just to store tools and park vehicles, but we do have a few tools, a couple different things I want to keep on adding to, but we have this back wall here, which is completed not too long ago, about a month or two ago, and the main reason is to hold all my crap. And I have quite a collection of crap, and it's continually growing. And it's kind of why I want to put this on YouTube, to make it a little more worth my while, and maybe to share some knowledge and get some knowledge back from other people. But you look at this back wall, it is a mirage of bits and parts, garden stuff, and in the center, my section, it's all my stuff, and I'm quite happy with all of it. And more to come. Let me give you a little, I guess tour is the right word. This is just basically a big placeholder for all my crap. I gotta start from the bottom up. We got down here different things for different projects. You look back there in that white bucket, I got coal for I was trying to do blacksmithing. I'll try to get a little more into that and try different things. I got a battery right there. I want to take the lead out, cast the ingots. Just storage for a bunch of things. I got different buckets for different metals I've been scrapping. I want to melt down and making ingots, maybe make some things out of. Tools. Now to the next shelf. Just another placeholder. Just lots of scrap, a bunch of copper back there. Of course, good old duct tape. What's a shop without duct tape? Old electric motors. I've started to collect different things. Linseed oil, WD-40, an absolute must. Welding gloves. Aluminum, I have no place for. I need more storage. Pot holding clay because I'm weird and I want to do stuff with clay. Another bucket holding stuff. That's that shelf. We'll go up to the next shelf. This is the real bread and butter for me. This is where I got my old 1940s jigsaw on its motor. I got to build a platform for that and get that all mounted together. And actually, I got to do some maintenance to the jigsaw itself. It's in good shape and it works, but I just want to get some rust off it and lubricate it and make it the best you can be. Just different things I've got. I'm working on this little oh man, what's it called? Vice grip here. It's locked up, so I don't have any penetrating oil, so I'm using some WD-40. See if I can get it unlocked and start working again. I like going out and try to bottle hunt. I'm not very successful, but I got a couple things right here. Got some old light bulbs and some sauce bottles, and actually right back there's an old Quaker State oil jar. I don't know. It makes sense. Oil came in glass jars, but it's cool, and it was pretty close to where I've grown up. That's a Rowan bleach bottle with a little bleach actually still inside here. I'll show you that. Yeah, still bleach inside. It was pretty cool. Very old light bulb. I shouldn't say very old, but it just looks old to me. And I'm pretty sure... here we go. Let's see if I can get that on the camera. 120 volt. Mazda. Look like automobile? Maybe. 300 watt. Interesting. Old bulb. Found all this stuff in a little... what was the foundation of an old grain silo from a home that was built way before the 1940s, torn down in the 60s, but I guess they had a bunch of bottles and they threw them in that pit. I've been trying to amass a collection of older tools because I want one day a shop basically with just old tools. My funny thing is I get new tools to practice with so that I don't hurt my older tools as bad, which sounds a little funny, but I want to preserve them, but I also want to use them, so different things. Right behind the jigsaw is some actual hand saws. Some of those are quite old. I believe one is from the 1890s. I'll have to show it, show that off in a different video. Just different tools. This hammer actually, here's my first tool I ever had myself. My father gave me that. He built his own houses up with that hammer. Little Eagle gas can, nothing too special. Let me move that chair out of the way. I kind of just got some tools I've just acquired here, which is funny because the majority of my collection, but we got very old pre-war ball peen hammer, regular hammer, screwdriver, wire clipper, pipe wrench, another screwdriver, some chisels, a pair of pliers, different things like that. Scale for measuring things, mostly for my metals. Just some older things. Got some tool storage right there, just for metal saw and wood and everything else. That right there is actually a drill-powered circular saw, quite an old one. And one day I'll make it look a little bit better and actually use it for something. But for right now, it's just a very interesting object just to look at and admire its engineering and take a look at its history. Don't know why, but I have a can of pipe thread cutting oil. It's old, so I must like it. This little electrical box right here is actually something I really like. Take a look at it. I'll flip around so you guys can look at me. It is a Arrow Heart light switch box. And what's cool is this came out from an old HVAC unit. So if you look back here, it talks about heaters for manual motor starts, types, single phase, the motor minute, amp max, the trip amps, the heater cat number. I don't know exactly what it all means, but I just found it so interesting that they would put this, this little piece of paper, glue it on the inside, so whoever's doing this has a little cheat sheet, to look. And that's just amazing to me, And I'm guessing this is probably 60s, maybe 50s. Heck, it might be 40s, but I think it's later than earlier. But still, just a really cool piece. So, yeah, in my old job, I found this, and I grabbed them and just thought it was so interesting. Couple other things. I guess we'll move up to the top shelf. It has a couple different things. I have come to acquire quite a few petroleum related items. Sinclair gas can. We have a Harvest King oil can back there. Gas can. One of the very first antiques I've acquired was this lamp here. Came from a older gentleman that used to be a sheriff of the town, and this was on his desk. So, very interesting light. That'll be one thing I restore. Of course, an old torch, another gas can, a decorative can because why not? A Mercury boat gas can, and then one thing I've always wanted is a dairy can for a local dairy around my town. And I also have one jerry can for fuel, and back there, back there, that's a jerry can for water. Also storing glass to make a little glass house one day, like the Victorians had. Yeah. Just a little overview of all the things I've gotten. And I have more things and different stored, and I have a huge glass. Well, I shouldn't say huge, but I have a glass bottle collection. Most of it not valuable, but it's a bottle collection and different things. And I really want to get some more tools, especially bigger tools, actually do some work. I'll let you look at my little project table at the moment. It's quite a mess. Other thing I do is take apart electronics for different things. Mostly, I'm trying to collect the parts that are gold-plated. Maybe one day make a small gold bar. That'd be nice. But I just got done tearing some electronics apart. Still have some to do, but just different things, computer parts. Nothing too interesting. Here's a little scale that I hope to do a video on. Nothing wrong with it. It actually works real fine. It's just a little off. So it could use some calibration, but nothing too bad. It mostly just needs a cleaning. Yeah, this is a 1960s. What's the name? Hansen scale. Pretty common model, but still, it's a very interesting piece of history, and actually belonged to my stepfather's mother. And it's mostly just covered up with just dust, grime, and some grease. There is some rust on the sides, but that isn't nothing too bad. At a little WD-40 will help prevent from continuing. And just maybe some paint up on the needle there, but that's another project to come. It's very nice. I got a candle for warmth because it's a wee bit cold in the garage today. But different things like that. Hopefully my first video will be on this item right here. It is a Valvoline gear oil can with a pump on the top. Not a very old item, but I just acquired this. Here, let me get back so you can actually see the whole thing. Just acquired this, and I don't know. It's just the pump itself is something I never thought I'd acquire, but here I am with it, and it's very interesting. It works, and everything's fine. And I just really want to see the transformation of this from a very dirty state to a very clean and working state. Everything's fine and it does work, but I just really want to clean it up and make it look a little more bright and give it a new lease on life, you know? And that's pretty much everything I got. That's not. Let me show you guys one more thing. This is pretty new to me. Alright, so I make many trips to this town called Muskegon up here in Michigan. It is on the west side on the coast of Lake Michigan. And someone's honking. Good for them. And they had lots of industry there, and one of those industries was iron foundry. And so they made a lot of cast parts and different things and such. And so walking through this one beach that used to be the old fill for the town, they've had massive erosion, and one of the things appearing is all the reject cast. So this is some I don't know really what I'm gonna do. They're old and they came out of the ground, so of course I had to pick them up without really thinking what I'm gonna do. But I think what I'm gonna do for most of them is at least get some water on them, clean them up, and spray some oil on them for the meantime to preserve them, and then possibly get some electrolysis going, eat away at the rust, leave the good metal, and then hot wax treatment them so they will be preserved, and then they can sit on a shelf. I'm thinking about contacting their local museum and seeing they may want some of these, because I really don't have the space for it, but still very interesting pieces of Michigan industry and just U.S. industry and industry in general. It's just very fascinating, you know, how they have all these taps and the main spout to fill liquid metal in there to make these casts. And actually, I'll be doing more exploring the same beach that I found these on and picking up more things. Another thing I do is collect bricks, which is the main reason I was there, but these took my attention a lot faster than the bricks. So, yep, lots more to see. If you want to see me try out these new things and try to preserve these pieces of history, think about staying around, you know, and see me do what I do. Hope you have a great night. Bye.